What's up, family? It's Kahir the Conqueror here. What inspired me to make this video was the word and theme of being receptive. Receptive means being open or willing to accept new ideas, new suggestions, new anything. Keywords in that though. Openness, being willing, and then accept, and then also the latter part of that definition, new. I think I was listening to a video that was sharing some insight, and then I just was kind of thinking about like how I'm speaking for me. Information, insight, wisdom, experience and stuff, it didn't like just come now. You know what I mean? Like at all points and stages of life, there's something there of value. But are you and can you be open to accepting? And I only mean truth, if that makes sense. I mean valuable things, valuable insight, stuff that is shared with you in whatever shape or form. But like I said, back to talking about me, there are moments, I might not be able to pinpoint every single one, where wisdom was shared or something of value came, but maybe I didn't see it as that. Maybe it had tunnel vision to whatever the vision was at that time, my perception at that time. But there was something there. And so moving past then, just thinking now of how, because maybe after maturity, after lessons learned, after becoming more humble, more receptive, and that's very important in being able to receive wisdom and insight when it comes. Like you can't want for anybody anything other than what they want for themselves. Like your want cannot outweigh their want, their level of effort, their level of determination. That can hurt, because you might be somebody, for whoever the person or people or community or whatever it is, you might have good intentions. So I do think no matter their level of receptivity, share. If you got something, share it. Put it out. Say it, whatever, if you mean well. But whether or not they can digest what you say is up to them, and that could take time. The key saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink. And just in a funny way, like I wonder when that saying like was created, was there a thirsty horse that somebody really brought to some water and they just like wouldn't drink it? Because I was really thinking, because I was listening to a video of somebody just sharing something, and I really thought deep down of how I also was reading a book, and what I was accepting, I was also receptive to it. Like I was willing and able to open and expand my mind, expand my beliefs, to hear something that I thought, and to read something that I thought of as valuable, and take that in and allow that to also now become an experience that I might not have lived. Now it's mine, if that makes sense. The purpose of this is just to share, like, you just have to consider within yourself, like, if any wisdom tries to come towards you, tries to come your way, you have to be receptive. You have to be open. You have to be open-minded. You have to be able to accept and willing and able to receive it. for new suggestions and new ideas, new ideals. You have to. So are you receptive when it comes? Because as I've matured and I've progressed, like I talked about in the video from the scripture I read, where as a child, I spake as one, but after et cetera, I put away my childish ways. Like, that could come with time and growth, evolution. But there's information that comes my way now that didn't before, because I know for sure I probably wouldn't have been receptive to new perspectives, to new ideals, new suggestions, new etc. I wouldn't have been able to open my mind and expand my horizons. And I also see that in other people. There are some people that just are kind of stuck in the rut, and grace for them and for myself, obviously, with where they are, what they can accept, what they believe, and that's based on their own perceptions, their own self-worth and value and experiences and things like that shape them. So now I'm more grateful because I'm able to expand and able to open that up to accept things, like I said, truth, value, experience, wisdom, and there has to be a level of gratitude and a appreciation for that too, because man, if wisdom comes your way, if anything of value comes your way, you got to be a sponge and soak it up, if that makes sense. And then just to go back to the point of like the horse analogy, like also there's another analogy in saying that I'm sure you've heard, like I might butcher it a little bit, but if you give a man fish, he can eat for a day. But if you teach him to fish, he can eat for a lifetime. Like if he or she just wants to eat for a day, then like, okay, nothing wrong with that, but that's not sustainable. And that kind of shows where they're at. But if he or she is ready and willing to learn and be open and accept the teaching, the wisdom, etc., of being taught how to fish for a lifetime, or how to fish in general, then now they're able to do that for a lifetime. It's sustainable. Try to be receptive. If anything new that makes sense and that is valuable and there's wisdom in it, there's love in it, there's vulnerability in it, be a sponge, be a student, soak it up. And now it becomes a part of you, a part of your own.